Good afternoon or good morning. This is Stephen in wonderful Wiltshire in England, and it's 10 a.m. Eastern, it's 3 p.m. in the UK, and it's Wednesday, and this is the One Stream Live YouTube channel. Just let me check. We're actually live on the channel in a second. Yes, we are. So I can. You could hear me twice there. Okay, now, basically, if we look at the agenda for today, well, first of all, the show today is all about creating impactful live videos. And we're going to take that stage by stage throughout the course of the next 45 to 50 minutes. So if you are watching me live, thank you. If you're watching the replay, thank you. If you've never watched me before, then let me tell you who I am. Hello and welcome to this live broadcast today. My name is Stephen and I'm based in Wiltshire in England, where I live with my partner Angelica. Everything that I do centres around live broadcasting, whether it be solo, which I do for One Stream Live every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. in the UK. I also broadcast with my good friends Peter Stewart and John Upton every Thursday. We've been broadcasting for 8 years, since before Facebook Live. And we've had amazing experiences over that time, but it's taught me such a lot. I'm broadcasting today from my One Stream Live studio, and I'm looking forward to broadcasts later this week with my partner Angelica, German language training, and live video is what I do. So if you have any questions about live video, just ask whilst I'm live and I'll do my best to answer them. I'm very fortunate to work for One Stream Live, and I look forward to chatting with you in this live broadcast. Interaction is the key. If you've anything to ask, anything to say, do it in the comments. I'll show you a comment on screen and we can get a conversation going. Because for me, live streaming is all about networking. It's about getting to know people. It's about entertaining, informing and educating. And that's what I'm here to do. So this is Stephen from Wiltshire, England. Thank you for watching today. Take care. Bye for now. The thing about live video is that if I make a mistake and leave my microphone on mute, then you won't hear what I'm saying. But live video is fascinating because you can make mistakes. This is live. I can't take things back. The last 10, 15 seconds or so are gone. So we're doing the introduction now. And every video that you do needs an introduction. And this is why I actually use that video. The thing is that when people watch you on live video, they may never have seen you before. And the first 60 seconds of a video is important because people decide whether they're going to watch more. Now, if you spend the first 60 seconds doing a gentle introduction, then people may sort of move on. If you do a piece to camera which says what your show is about, which says what you're going to be talking about, which says why you're here and why you want people to watch, then there's better chance of them sticking around. And basically that's what it's all about. What we want is more people to watch for more minutes. And the other thing is, and this is incredible, people don't know who you are. If you've got a broadcast, no matter how long it's been going for, you're going to get viewers popping into your live broadcast and they will not have a clue who you are. And you need to explain it. Now, if you started to explain it, you might start talking. I mean, if you're talking about yourself, you can talk for 10 to 15 minutes. What you want is something 60 to 90 seconds long, like the video I just showed you, to play at the beginning of your broadcast so that you get everything in. Now, I'm going to be making a series of those because you learn from it. When I made that this morning, I missed a few things out. So the next one will include a couple of things that I forgot. Yeah, because it's all done. There's no script, there's no auto cue. Basically, it's all done on the fly. So get yourself a video which describes who you are, what you do, and what your show is about, which will give people reason to watch and watch more than the first 30 seconds of your broadcast, because you're hitting them straight away with professional. Because the thing about it is, when you're live, you're going to make mistakes, and those mistakes last forever, but you can't take them back. If you're doing a pre-recorded video, which we just played then you can edit the video. Yeah. So you can take all the white noise out, you can take all the ums and ahs out, you can trim it at the beginning and the end so that you actually end up with, and you trim it in the middle if you actually stop talking for 10 seconds or so, you can actually edit it so you get a professional broadcast to actually start your show. And the thing is to keep it up to date. That one will be fine for January, but I may well change it for February. Okay, so I'm just started on this. So a pre-recorded video to start your broadcast. Now, when you go live, you want to make sure that everything's working. Okay, there are 3 parts to this: your camera, your microphone, and lighting. Cameras are important. When you start off broadcasting, welcome to anybody who's just starting this journey. I've been on it for 8 years. I've seen it, done it, and I've got the t-shirt. But when you're just starting, it can be a little bit daunting. But the thing you want to do is you want to look at your best. Yeah, you want to be seen at your best, and that's why you need an external camera. The camera on your system is good. These days, if you get a PC or a laptop or a Mac, then the camera quality is going to be good. But it's not as good as it could be if you've got an external camera. Now, external cameras start around about $60, and you can spend as much as you want, really. I've got cameras at $60. I've got cameras at $150. I've got cameras at $250. Yeah, because I like to sort of change things up. And as I'm in the OneStream live studio, I can swap cameras at any time. But this is the one, every Sunday I test everything. And this is the camera that I've chosen. For your interest, this is the Nexigo N970p, which currently retails for about $150. It is a 4K camera, and I'm using it today in 1080p, broadcasting live to YouTube, because we can't go to 4K in a browser yet. One day we'll be able to. The second thing that's important in live broadcasting, you've got to get right before you actually do anything, is the microphone. Now, again, the inbuilt microphone is adequate. Okay, the one on your portable or your PC or your Mac is adequate. But you actually want, if you're serious about this, if you've been bitten by the live video bug, what you actually want to do is to sound at your best. Because the thing is, if your video flickers a bit, people are not bothered. People will listen to you because your voice is crystal clear. If, however, your voice is not crystal clear, they will move on and do something else, because our attention span has shrunk over the years and we can only spend so much time doing certain things. And you want to capture people and you want to keep people and you want to sound good. So sounding good is important. And the third thing is lighting. You need to have good lighting. It's broadcasting in the dark, can be fun. But for somebody watching, they want to see you at your best. You want to see a studio which is well lit. Now, I've got Logitech Litraglow lights, and I've got the room light as well. And it's just after 3 p.m. in the UK, so it's still light outside. It'd be dark by the time I finish this. It would be pitch black outside. So, camera, microphone, and lights are important. If you can get external camera, external microphone, and a light, then you're off to a good start. Now, what I do every Sunday night is I actually check that they're working. I come into my OneStream Live studio. I set up the camera as I want it to be. I set up the microphone where I want it to be. And I turn my lights on and I do a local recording of me just speaking for 5 minutes, practicing for the week, talking about what's happening during the week. And that way, when I play a recording back, I can check on the quality of the video. And that's important. Right. Now, when you come into the studio, if you're coming in as a beginner, then the thing is you're going to have nerves. Now, I'm here to tell you that nerves are natural. Yeah, I always get a little bit nervous before every broadcast because that feeds the excitement. You basically push the nerves into building excitement within the live broadcast itself, and that works. It simply works. But if you are new to live broadcasting, you want to build up your confidence, and having confidence on camera is key. Because if you're confident and if you talk to camera and if you look at the camera and if you engage people, because if you look at the camera, it seems as though you're actually looking directly at people, and that's what you've got to try to do. My camera is 3 inches above me, yeah, which means I've got to look slightly up, but on the video, which is going out on YouTube now, it will look natural. So practice looking at the camera and ignoring everything else that's going on. Now, you can do that for a very high percentage of the time that you're broadcasting because you're not doing anything other than talking to camera. Right, how do you get confidence? Well, this is a little trick and I'm going to share it with you right now because it's part of the foundations of broadcasting, is to have the confidence and to gain the confidence. What I would do if I was starting out broadcasting now is I would create a private Facebook group and invite a friend. And I would go live into the Facebook group with that friend watching. Pick a time that suits you both, of course. After the broadcast, you've got a good friend in the group who's just watched you. They will give you honest feedback because they're a friend. They won't criticize unduly, but they'll give you honest feedback. And you do that a couple of times. You actually go live in the group with your friend watching, getting feedback, improving your presence on camera. Then, once you're happy, you then invite 2 more friends in. So there are 4 of you in the group. 3 people watch your live broadcast and you get 3 people critiquing what you're doing and helping you. Okay, saying, don't wave your arms about. Look at the camera, not at the screen. Yeah, all helpful, all constructive. Okay, finding out the craft. This is a craft. Broadcasting is a craft. Broadcasting live is a craft. And you have to learn it and you've got to serve your apprenticeship. You're serving your apprenticeship in private because you're with friends. Now, once you're happy with the 4 of you in the group, bring another 4 people and you've got 8 people. Repeat the exercise. Go live a couple of times and take criticism, constructive criticism from the other 7 people in the group. At this stage, basically, you could then invite your 7 friends, any one of them, to actually go live. Yeah, so you can make this a group thing. Everybody can get a chance to actually go live in the group for 5 or 10 minutes. Doesn't need to be too long. And that way you're building the group and you're actually building your own confidence and you can watch other people on camera. You can learn from what they do because I broadcast on Amazon Live and it's the world's 3rd largest website and I broadcast and I'm selling there most weekdays, and I've got my own page there, and I'm talking to myself most of the time. But truth of it is that I actually watch other people more than I broadcast. Incredible as that is, I actually watch people to get hints, tips, and tricks about the different ways of broadcasting. There are people who broadcast stood up, people sat down, people moving about, people just on a mobile phone, people on a desktop camera. Yeah, learn. Watch other people and learn. Now, we've got the 8 people in the group. Invite another 8 friends and you've got 16 people in the group. and you've been live many a time now, go live in front of the 15 people around you. And again, constructive criticism, get feedback. When you're happy, first of all, you will know by the end of this time that you are ready to broadcast live. You're enjoying it. And that's the key to live broadcasting. The key is to enjoy it. Yeah. I'm going to talk about in another future broadcast about temperament, but you do need to be enjoying it. You need to be talking about something in which you're totally interested, you want to tell the world about, because this is about entertainment, education, and information. That's what you're delivering. Yeah, you're delivering your message using a live studio, using video, using images. You're actually getting people involved in your topic. So you're in the group, you've got 15 friends there, and they say, thumbs up, go for it. And this is the time you actually step outside the group and you go live on a Facebook page to the world. But you've got an advantage over everybody else who's done this for the first time. You've got 15 friends who know what you're doing, have been part of the process, and now are going to watch you go live on Facebook for the first time. They're going to be there barracking and cheering for you and supporting you and sending in comments. They're going to do that for you because basically you've taken them on the journey, and possibly you've actually persuaded a couple of them to actually go live themselves. Yeah. So that when you go live on Facebook for the first time, you've got 15 people who are on your side, supporting you, liking the post, sending in questions, and just saying hi. And now you're off to a great start. Yeah. And you've got your confidence. You built the confidence in the group, you brought it over to the public, and now you can just go live. Because I've got to tell you, going live to 15 friends is no different from going live to thousands of people on Amazon Live. No different whatsoever. You're still the same person presenting the same information in the same way, and you've got your own style by now. So that's what we mean by, if I come over here and I drag this over here, the foundations of broadcasting. It is the hardware and it's you. And that's how to get it all together and get it right. Remember to do the Sunday evening test to make sure everything's working. And that's key. Now, it is time for my second video of today. And we are announcing something today. So let's find out a little more. This is the OneStream Live Control Center, which controls scheduling, stored videos, unified chat, social media destinations, hosted live web pages, and a universal web player you can actually embed into your website. And you can have team members as well. Shall we enter the studio and take a look? We're now in the studio with my camera. Now you can have up to 10 people on screen, and you can play videos, you can have images, you can have text. And now behind all this is, if I go here and go here, you can see how flexible the system is the live streaming OneStream Live training course on Udemy. And this course takes you through every single aspect of OneStream Live operation, from studio through to bringing in OBS, through to playing pre-recorded videos live. This is the ultimate streaming system because it combines studio with bringing in third-party software with playing a recording as if it was live across 45 media destinations. It's so powerful, and with the Udemy course you can find out how to operate every single section of OneStream Live. And so you can. Okay, so the Udemy course, and I'll put the link in afterwards, after this broadcast, but the Udemy course is available now. It covers every aspect of operating OneStream Live, and, well, I don't know of a more powerful live broadcasting system, as I've just explained, and the OneStream Live Udemy course, or the Udemy OneStream Live course, is available now. So you can get to do what I'm doing. Okay, let's go back to our agenda, and I'm just going to go here and I'm going to pull, because we're talking about creating impactful live videos. We made a start, if you're a beginner, giving you a few hints and tips. And I'm going to go here and I'm going to pull this across here, because the next thing I'm going to talk about, basically in terms of approach, is solo broadcasting. Now, the vast majority of people who do live broadcast on their own. And when we talk about live broadcasting, I'm talking about broadcasting to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, which you can do from OnStream Live, but you're broadcasting on your own. And the key to this is you. When people come to watch your live show, they expect you to be live, they expect you to be enthusiastic, they expect you to be knowledgeable. Yeah. And in terms of knowledgeable, you're actually talking about a topic you're interested in. And if you're doing it solo, you can get fully into it. And I'm fully into live broadcasting. So when I talk about solo broadcasting, that's you 6 or 7 times a week, broadcasting solo. And the thing is to have everything you need in place. The key to successful solo broadcasting is, first of all, you, and being confident and being effusive and actually getting your message out and getting it out in a way that entertains people, educates and informs. Now, the message can be anything. It could be a message about a charity. It could be a message about your business. It could be a message about your interests. I mean, I can talk for hours. Just a minute. I can talk for hours about parkrun. And all you need is to get your props ready. Get your props ready, get your photographs ready, and actually show them on screen. Props in a solo broadcast are important, okay? Because I can tell you about parkrun. If you've not heard about parkrun before, parkrun started in the UK and last weekend had 300,000 participants around the world, which is an amazing number. Basically, parkrun is free to join, and it runs at 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning in your local park. And all you have to do is to turn up with either your trail shoes or your trainers and walk, jog or run 5 kilometers. That's it. Now, it's not a race. The only person you're actually sort of racing against is yourself. The idea is to get your own personal best. Now, some people can actually run a 5K course, 3.1 mile course in 15, 16 minutes. Most people athletic can run it in about 30 minutes. And if like me, I mean, my best time for a 5K is 47 minutes 55, and I'm trying to get back there now. But Angelica, I mean, the park run is responsible for Angelica getting into running, my partner Angelica, and she's doing the London Marathon on April 21st this year, which is amazing. To go from 0 to running a mile in 12.1 minutes. And when we both started, we were both doing around about 18, 19 minutes, and then Angelica got faster and faster. So I can talk about parkrun. All I need is the prop, and I can tell the story of parkrun, because live video is all about telling stories. And the thing is, in order to tell a story, you need to be prepared. Now, preparation starts. I'll tell you my typical week. This show goes out at 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. in the UK on a Wednesday, every Wednesday. Different topic each week, chosen by OneStream. We talk about it, and I get, if I don't like a topic, I can say, but I haven't done that so far. I love a challenge, and this today is a challenge. I just want to bring this on the bottom of the screen, because the thing is that you forget to do things. And if you're just joining us, then I can tell you we're talking about 3 powerful approaches to transform your live content. Okay, so this is an approach for solo. And as far as that's concerned, it's you and the topic. Next thing is that you need this. You need to have, if I go here, this will work. You need to start off with, when I start on a Tuesday morning, because I prepare for the show the day before. Tuesday morning, I've got the title. I have the show title, Top 3 Powerful Approaches to Transform Your Live Content. That's it. That's all I've got. I then think about how I'm going to approach the topic. Okay, subject, how I'm going to approach the subject, which topics I'm going to talk about, which topics enthuse me, which topics do I know about. One of the worst things you can do on a solo show is talk about something you know nothing about, because I know from experience that doesn't work. You just run out of words and nothing works. You need to plan. And I spend Tuesday morning thinking, and then on Tuesday afternoon, I sit down with a Grammarly, and I then do a Google search. I'm going to be honest here. I do a Google search for the topic, and that usually gives me 2 or 3 blogs on topic. I take the URL, I paste it into Grammarly, and then Tuesday evening, I read those blog posts. Yeah. So I've got other people's views on the topic that I'm talking about. Now, the topic I'm talking about today, incredibly, I couldn't find anything. But generally, most times you'll actually find something which is germane. So I've done my research, because you've got to research. I mean, you've got your own knowledge. You want to add other people's knowledge to that as well. Everything that you read, you store, and you may use in the live broadcast, especially little known facts that you can hand off. And then on Wednesday morning, I put together the agenda. And this is the agenda I set this morning, and it's got the introduction, foundation of broadcasting, it's got solo broadcasting, interviews and co-hosted shows, which we'll come on to next, and then group broadcasts. And all those topics enthuse me because I do them all. Yeah, I broadcast solo on Amazon Live, just me. Yeah. And I'm talking to the world, and I'm telling people about live broadcasting equipment like cameras and microphones. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy talking about the equipment that's in my broadcasting studio and answering questions on it. So I've got the agenda, which means that when I come into the studio on Wednesday afternoon, half an hour before, I can upload all the assets. Now, I've uploaded the image for the show. So I've got the image for the show in my studio. That's been uploaded. I've got the agenda. That's been uploaded, so I can show it on screen. I've got my titles ready, which I can hide or show. Yeah. And I've got my other images that I'm going to use throughout the live broadcast, including this one, which is all about the OneStream Live training course, which I teach on Udemy, and I brought that in this morning. So all the images I brought in. Okay, so get your studio ready. If you're going to use video, bring the video in. Let's have a look at the next video. And if I go here and I go here, this is the OneStream Live Control Center, which controls scheduling. I think I played that a moment ago. Let's try this one. We're announcing the release for everybody who live streams of the OneStream Live Udemy training course. And it is a complete system giving you the ability to learn about every facet of operation of OneStream Live. And OneStream Live is a very powerful system which allows you to go live from the studio, which is what you're looking at now. This is OneStream Live Studio. We can actually share video, we can have text on screen, we can have images on screen. Everything's controlled from down below, and every single option is explained within the training course. And with OneStream Live, you can go live to up to 45 destinations. And you can, if you wish, use your own studio. You can use OBS or vMix or XSplit Broadcaster and go to 45 destinations. When you're recording in the studio, that recording is stored by OneStream Live, and you can then send it out to up to 45 destinations. So what you've got is basically stream live from the studio, stream from your favorite third-party software, OBS, vMix, XSplit, Broadcaster, or play a recorded video as if it was live across 45 destinations. Now, the training course, which is just being released, gives you access to every single one of these and explains step by step how to actually operate the system. And if you have any questions, we are there to answer your questions in the Facebook group and on Udemy as well. And this is basically to complete your use of OneStream Live. Every aspect of OneStream Live is covered in the training course, and all your questions are answered. And you have now got the best way to live stream on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. In fact, so many different destinations, and it's so simple and so straightforward to do. So buckle in and follow the course. And if you have any questions, you can ask in the OneStream Live Facebook group, or you can ask in the course itself. Enjoy using OneStream Live. We look forward to hearing from you. Now, obviously, that was a recording. And I say I use ScreenPal, P-A-L, and to make the recordings. And we are launching the OneStream Live Udemy course right now. Now, I'm going to go over to the chat, and we're going to check the live chat. And I may need to put my glasses on. So we say hello to, because I am here, and we say hello to Domino, the Drew, welcome. So good morning. And the next comment is coming in, and thank you. The online Domino community and Domino Entertainment hybrid events are definitely in the building. You are, and welcome. Nice to see you, and nicely put together. Thank you. And this is the thing. That's very kind of you. This is the thing about. If I just go off solo for a moment. Okay, and I take the comment off screen. That should work. Yeah. This is the thing. In a solo situation, you've got to be ultra prepared. You've got to be able to bring the graphics in. You've got to be able to bring the video in. You've got to bring the banner in. Yeah. And this. I'm going to come back to one thing, and this is true because we're looking at. If I go here, this is true of solo broadcasting, interviews, and co-hosted shows and team broadcasts. Okay, and final reminder about the training course. Well, not final reminder. There will probably be more, but I just want to come over here. If you're going to do a live broadcast, you have to practice. Now, as I said, my routine is I get the title Tuesday morning, I do my research Tuesday afternoon, I read the blog posts, and I'm ready to actually put the agenda together on Wednesday morning. And then I bring it into the studio, I bring the show card into the studio, I bring my additional assets, I bring my video in, everything is ready to go. And I've got a running order for my show, a run of show. And all I need to do is talk about the points. And I wrote the running order because I'm enthusiastic about it. I wrote the running order, and I can just run through from top to bottom. That's the whole idea. Because the thing is, if you're doing a solo broadcast, there's nobody there but you. There's nobody to help you. There's nobody to prompt you. And if you lose your way, then the broadcast can go downhill. But we don't want that. You want a successful broadcast. So in terms of solo broadcasting, it's all in the preparation. Getting your camera, microphone, and lighting ready, getting your studio ready. And this is the key. In solo broadcasting, this is ultra important. In multi-person broadcasting, which I'm going to come on to in a moment, it is important as well. The key to success in live broadcasting is practice. Now, before I come live on Wednesday morning, I run through the run of show and I visualize what's going to happen at each point during the show. So I'm doing a run through in my head. And over to Domino, truth, and Domino saying that's true. There's a slight there between what I say and what Domino. Yeah, but thank you for that. I just like that comment. I basically practice in my head before a live broadcast, so I know what I'm going to be talking about. I know how long I can talk for. Yeah, I mean, I aim for 45 to 50 minutes in a live broadcast. And once you're into a rhythm and you're into broadcasting, then you can do that. You can do 45, 50 minutes, 60 minutes as a broadcast. I wouldn't, apart from a selling broadcast, I wouldn't do a live broadcast over 60 minutes. If you're doing a selling broadcast on Amazon Live, you can go for as long as you want and as long as you can draw breath. A hint here, I've been playing videos, 3 videos during the course of this live broadcast. 2 reasons. One, the intro video, so that we played right at the beginning, so that if people have never seen you before, they know who you are, they know what your show is about, they know what to expect. I'll play that again at the end. That is now an important part of my live broadcasting, is an intro video. And basically, having done all that, practice. Either practice live in the studio or practice in your head. Make sure that you know what you're talking about. Make sure you can go from beginning to end without pause or hesitation. Yeah, it takes practice. You can't do this. Right, okay, true stories. Okay. We have many comedians in the UK, and these comedians play Wembley. In other words, they're in front of a 70,000 crowd at Wembley in London. And they can hold performance for 2 hours. They can tell stories and jokes non-stop for 2 hours, live on stage, in front of a live audience. How on earth do they do that? If you or I were given the opportunity to go to Wembley and present in front of a live audience, yeah, okay, just think about that. 70,000 people listening to your every word, watching your every move. How do you keep them entertained for 2 hours? If you're a rock group, you just go through your back catalogue. If you're a comedian, it's all live. Right, basically, I'm going to let you into something here. Basically, what the comedians do is they start off months before by doing live shows in smaller venues. They, first of all, will go to a pub or a club and they'll do a live show for about 25, 30 people. And over the months, they gradually build the size of the audience, the length of their set. They're rehearsing their... Any joke a comedian tells you is not off the cuff. It's been learned. Well, generally speaking. But they build up and up and up and up until they can get in front of a 70,000 crowd at Wembley and speak. You've got to do the same sort of thing, which goes back to my practicing in a private group. Build up. We can all get there. We just need to do a structured approach to doing it. Okay, now we'll come on to, I obviously love solo broadcasting, but it's fun to either do interviews or co-host a show. Now, in terms of preparation, there's not as much needed, but if you're interviewing somebody, you need to put your questions together. So rather than putting an agenda together for the show, you're going to have one person in the chair next to you, and you're going to be finding out about them. Now, my friend Marco Novo fulfills 2 purposes with his interviews. And basically, Marco approaches people who he is interested in other words, whose topic interests him. And he knows the questions he wants to ask them. Yeah. So that when he goes live, he's got a run of show, which is a list of questions. Now, the questions he's probably memorized, but he can do follow-up questions as well. And this is one of the joys of interviewing. Interviewing is not about you. It's not about the host of the show. Interviewing is about the person being interviewed, your guest. They're the ones in control. As a rough thing, On a show where you're interviewing with a guest, you should talk about 30 to 40% of the time. Your guest is the one everybody's come to see. They can see you every week. They can only see the guest on this one show. So it's their show. And that's the approach you've got to take. That's the approach I take, the approach Marco takes. The guest is the guest of honor, the star of the show. You've got to make them feel at home. You've got to make them feel welcome. You've got to find out what they're interested in. You've got to get them talking. And you've got to get them talking in, well, the thing about an interview, the trick to an interview is to ask open-ended questions. Okay. Open-ended questions. Right. Closed questions, closed and open. Let's talk about the difference between that. Because if you keep asking closed questions, you get a very boring interview. It just won't work. Because you say to your guest, do you like ice cream? What can your guest say? 2 choices, yes or no. So the guest says yes or no. And okay, so we found out that your guest actually eats ice cream. But isn't it, it's much better is to ask the guest, what are your favorite flavors of ice cream? And then they'll be more expansive. What you want is for them to talk, not you. Yeah. You want to go at their pace, listen to what they're saying. Now, this is key. In a live interview, I actually start off with 3 questions. Who are you? In other words, asking the person to talk about themselves. And that's our favorite subject ever, talking about ourselves. Where are you? And I usually ask the question, where are you now and where were you born and what are the best things about those 2 places? That's an open-ended question. And people love to talk about where they were brought up. They love to talk about where they are now, because where they were brought up is basically their history, and where they are now is a result of their choices. Yeah, so they're enthusiastic. And then the 3rd question, you only need 3 questions for an interview. What do you do and how can you help people? So who, where, what? Those are the only 3 questions you need for an interview, because everything else follows from the answers that your guest gives. And this is one of the major things about interviewing, is to actually listen. You should be listening more than you're talking. You should be listening to your guests. You should be learning like Marco does. You should be asking follow-up questions based on what they've said. That's the key to a successful interview. Right, so I do enjoy interviewing. I enjoy meeting people from around the globe, and I've conducted hundreds of interviews over the years that I've been broadcasting live, and I just get such a buzz out of it, because there is a secret to this. If you're broadcasting solo for an hour, yeah, you've got to talk for the full hour. You've got to hold people's attention for the full hour. If you've got a guest on the show, I've just said a guest should talk 60% of the time. They're going to, in an hour, they will talk for 36 minutes and you'll talk for 24. So it works, simply works in your favor, because you don't have to talk as much. You just have to listen. Right, now we did say interviews and co-hosted shows. Now group those together. It is a pleasure to actually broadcast with somebody else. And this Friday, in fact, every 2 weeks, Angelica, my partner, and I get together and we do a 2-person live broadcast. And it is Practical German 4, and this was just before Christmas, Practical German for Christmas biscuits. And Angelica and I put together an agenda for the show, and we worked the way through the agenda. And the way the agenda works there is we've got a topic, which is Christmas biscuits, and then Angelica puts together 10 phrases in German, all about making Christmas biscuits, and the English translation. I read the German phrases. Okay, Angelica corrects my pronunciation. That's fun. We've been doing this for 7 years now. My pronunciation is getting pretty good, reasonable. Let's just say reasonable. And then we translate it into English, and we're watched by an audience on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. and it's all good fun. And over to Domino, and thank you for staying. And thanks. The tips help. Oh, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Thank you. Thank you. I love that. And I'm going to go here. Now, we just have great fun with the show. I mean, we don't rehearse it. I don't even read the German sentences. When I read it, when we're live, I just actually seeing the sentences for the first time. I copy them all into the studio, but I read them for the first time. We translate them together, and basically a different topic each week. Now, the thing about this is about creating content, because what happens to the video after the live broadcast is that the recording is put onto YouTube and becomes part of a collection. We're in season 5, episode 21. We're doing episode 22 this Friday. It will join the other 21 episodes on YouTube and the other 4 series. So Angelica is building content. So if somebody asks her a question about baking Christmas biscuits, she can point them to the video, or learning German about cooking, point them to the video. Okay, now, so Angelica is my partner, and we broadcast together every Friday, talking about the German language, teaching the German language. Angelica teaches and I learn. Okay, so now that's 2 people on screen, and I do a number of 2-person shows. I'm live on Amazon Live on Tuesday with my good friend Nick Wood from Hampshire, and we sell on Amazon Live, just the 2 of us. But again, we split the show down the middle, and he talks about 5 products, I talk about 5 products, and therefore we split the time. So we do about 30 minutes each, and we've got a movie quiz in there as well. We've got the Trivia Plaza movie quiz, so we've got that to bring people in and get people interested. My favorite, well, I'm going to tell you now about multiple person shows and Blabbing for Britain with my good friends John Upton and Peter Stewart. I'm in Wiltshire in England. John is in Solihull, which is near Birmingham, and Peter is in Aberdeen in Scotland. And between us, we are, let's take that off solo if I can. Yeah. We are Blabbing for Britain. And this week will be our 402nd show. 402. We've been broadcasting together for 8 years. And this is basically, we're friends. We didn't know each other in the beginning. We met through live video before Facebook Live, and we've been broadcasting together for 8 years, talking about the UK news of the week, and we just enjoy each other's company. We're firm friends. And I'm so looking forward to tomorrow's broadcast with John and Peter. And multiple person broadcasts are a lot easier because you tend to become friends, and there's going to be a natural chat that goes back and forth between you. Okay, and the final broadcast I want to talk about today is down here. And again, it's a multiple person broadcast. And this is 2 of my best friends in live broadcasting. But on the left, you've got Marco Nova. In the center, you've got Nick Wood. And on the right-hand side, you've got me. So it's Marco, Nick, and Stephen. And we have been presenting together for the last 5 years. And we do broadcasts on Amazon Live together. Yeah. And we just have such fun. Because, again, we only have to speak for 20 minutes each in an hour-long show. And it's great friends getting together and just chatting. And it works so well. So the hardest broadcast to do, I've got to say, is solo, but it is great fun. Yeah, because it's just you and the camera and the microphone, and the lighting, and you can get a good response on a solo show. But the key to all this is simple and straightforward. Blabbing for Britain goes out at 5 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. in the UK every Thursday, and it's been doing that for 8 years. Consistency it's been broadcasting live for 8 years at the same time. Ask Angelica has been broadcasting live for 7 years at the same time, Friday 9 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. in the UK. And Sound Advice, generally speaking, is at 11 a.m. Eastern on Amazon Live. And I'm going to come back to me. I'm going to go over to the Drew and okay, and I'm going to read the comment. I need my glasses for this, Drew. I'm in the process of putting together a hybrid events, basically interactive webinar series that leverage multi-platform integration and live stream production. Goal, cross-community. I wish you every success. I just found your message on LinkedIn today. I will message you from there. Okay. See if I can do anything to help. I'm willing to help if I can. And that's the other thing. We are a community. The live broadcasting community we're all friends. We all become friends. We all help each other. Live broadcasting is the most dynamic area to be interested in. And I'm going to close this broadcast on OneStream Live with a video. And if you've watched this far, thank you. And I just want to play this video. This is what I'm suggesting that we all put at the beginning of our live broadcasts. Because as I said at the top of this show, when people come to watch you, they've no idea who you are. You know who you are, your friends know who you are, but if people are watching the first time, they've no idea. So I have done this. This is the first of many, and I'm going to play it and I'll be back. Hello and welcome to this live broadcast today. My name is Stephen and I'm based in Wiltshire in England, where I live with my partner Angelica. Everything that I do centres around live broadcasting, whether it be solo, which I do for OneStream Live every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. in the UK. I also broadcast with my good friends Peter Stewart and John Upton every Thursday. We've been broadcasting for 8 years, since before Facebook Live. And we've had amazing experiences over that time, but it's taught me such a lot. I'm broadcasting today from my OneStream Live studio, and I'm looking forward to broadcasts later this week with my partner Angelica, German language training, and live video is what I do. So if you have any questions about live video, just ask whilst I'm live and I'll do my best to answer them. I'm very fortunate to work for OneStream Live, and I look forward to chatting with you in this live broadcast. Interaction is the key. If you've anything to ask, anything to say, do it in the comments. I'll show you a comment on screen and we can get a conversation going. Because for me, live streaming is all about networking. It's about getting to know people. It's about entertaining, informing and educating. And that's what I'm here to do. So this is Stephen from Wiltshire, England. Thank you for watching today. Take care. Bye for now. Okay, so I'm going to be making more of those. Over to the Drew saying, would love to give you a rundown and a possible slot for a OneStream Live promotion. I'm up for that. Always up for that. Thank you. And cool. Thank you. You're most welcome. And Techmunity. That's a good word. I like that one. Puts everything together. Right, before I switch off, I just want to say a big thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm going to unfortunately leave you with an advert which is going to play. Wait a minute, I need to do something first. Okay, let me go here and go here, and if I press this button, that will disappear. And if I go here, okay, and I'm just going to play this short video. This is the OneStream Live Control Center, which controls scheduling, stored videos, unified chat, social media destinations, hosted live web pages, and a universal web player you can actually embed into your website. And you can have team members as well. Shall we enter the studio and take a look? We're now in the studio with my camera. Now you can have up to 10 people on screen, and you can play videos, you can have images, you can have text. And now, behind all this is, if I go here, and go here, you can see how flexible the system is the live streaming OneStream Live training course on Udemy. And this course takes you through every single aspect of OneStream Live operation, from studio through to bringing in OBS, through to playing pre-recorded videos live. This is the ultimate streaming system because it combines studio with bringing in third-party software with playing a recording as if it was live across 45 media destinations. It's so powerful. And with the Udemy course, you can find out how to operate every single section of OneStream Live. And I'm back. Okay, LaDrew, thank you. And to everybody who's watched the replay, thank you. Take care. And I'll see you again same time next week, 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. in the UK, OneStream Live YouTube channel. See you then. Bye for now.